What's going on, guys? It's Anthony. So as you may have seen, Tesla officially launched their first bottle of Tesla branded tequila, which all started as an Elon Musk April Fool's joke back in 2018. The joke was that the company was going bankrupt and the only way he was going to save it was by starting a Tesla branded tequila. Well, that joke led to Elon filing an application with the US Patent and Trademark Office for a trademark on the name Teslaquila in October of 2018. Now, fast forward to November 2020, and their idea actually came to fruition, and their first bottle of tequila hit the Tesla online shop for a measly $250. And as you would expect, it sold out pretty quickly. And I'm not surprised. Between the popularity of Tesla and the way that this bottle looks with the lightning bolt shape and the really cool chromed out stand that it sits on, I mean, what Tesla fan wouldn't want this on their liquor shelf? And I'm all about novelty stuff, but the question that we all want to ask is, how is the actual tequila inside the bottle? The bottle looks cool, but how's the stuff inside? Well, we don't know because they won't start shipping until later on in 2020. But being the tequila enthusiast I am, I figured I'd start doing some research of my own and hopefully get an idea of what we can expect before the bottle actually releases. So with that being said, here are my findings, here's all my research, let's begin. So the first place I started was obviously the website, which says that this is a premium 100% de agave tequila añejo aged in French oak barrels for 15 months. Okay, so far nothing unusual. I mean, there's plenty of añejos out there that are aged in French oak, just like this añejo from Cascajuin, the fancy black gold from Casa Noble, and the añejo from Código 1530. Next it says that it features a dry fruit and light vanilla nose with a balanced cinnamon pepper finish. Okay, cool. Sounds good to me. I'm on board. But here's the question. Who is making it? Because I know Elon isn't making this himself, so who is? Well, this is where my investigation really starts. So it says on the product site that it's made by Nosotros Tequila, which I've actually seen before but honestly never tried. So I hopped onto their website and started doing some reading. And the first thing I noticed is that their tequila is actually called La Historia de Nosotros, which means the story of us. And truth be told, they actually do have a pretty cool story. So the company was started by two guys, Carlos Soto and Michael Urbanas. And the whole idea started out as a college assignment. Well, they took that idea and they actually ran with it. And their first bottle of tequila hit the market in 2017. So what's pretty cool is the year that they launched, they entered the San Francisco World Spirits Competition and they won a few awards. They got awards for Best Tequila, Best Unaged Tequila, and they got a double gold medal, which is a pretty big feat for a brand new tequila company. Now their website says that they only have 10 employees and they self-distribute, which tells me that they're a pretty true small batch craft tequila company. So they're headquartered here in SoCal in Hermosa Beach, which is about 20 minutes southwest of downtown LA. But when you look at the map on their website of where they're available, it shows they're available all over California, Illinois, and some parts of New York. So by the looks of it, we got a cool brand with a cool story. They got some awards under their belt. Now what about the tequila itself? So it turns out their tequila is actually made from a 50-50 blend of highland agave and lowland agave, which is interesting because highland agave tends to be sweeter because it gets more sunlight. Lowland agave tends to be a little bit more earthy and herbal, I guess you could say, because the soil's different, doesn't get as much sun. So the fact that they're blending the two should make for some pretty complex depth of flavor. So their tequila is twice distilled, and for the Blanco, it goes straight into the bottle. There's no aging that goes on there. The Reposado sits in that French oak for 11 months, which is interesting because 11 months, I mean, we're already pushing Añejo territory. Not quite, but we're almost there. So the current offerings are a Blanco, a Reposado, and they have a Mezcal, but I didn't see anything about an Añejo. So that tells me that the only Añejo comes in that $250 lightning bolt bottle from Tesla. Now, as far as the distillery is concerned, their NOM is 1438, which is a small batch distillery in the city of Tequila. So the next step in my research was to take that NOM number and throw it into tequilamatchmaker.com. And it turns out that that distillery produces for a lot of brands, one of them being Cincoro. But that doesn't really matter to me. What matters is how the final product actually tastes. Well, I did what any self-respecting tequila enthusiast would do, and I went out and I bought the Blanco, the Reposado, and I figured that I could do a tasting on these two and probably get a good idea of what the Tesla Tequila is going to taste like. So let's go ahead, crack these open, we'll pour some up, and we'll give them a taste. Okay, so I got them both poured up. So the first thing I like to do is I like to tilt the glasses and kind of swish them around a little bit, hold them up to the light, and kind of look to see how well they're coating the glass. Now, both of them actually coat the glass pretty well. It's actually good that I have this big light right here because it helps with that. So that's a good sign. They both coat the glass pretty well. Now, the next thing I want to do, oh, that's interesting. Okay. So you get your citrusy, sweet cooked agave smell that you would normally get from a Blanco, but what's interesting is you get that herbal earthiness that we were talking about earlier. And now I'm assuming that's due to the fact that these are made with that highland agave and the lowland agave. So you have that complex depth of flavor there. Now let's give it a taste. Yeah, see, that's really good. Very smooth. It's sweet. It has a little pepperiness to it, but you know, that citrusy, sweet cooked agave taste that we're talking about, it's very present on the tongue. That herbal earthiness is there too, so it tastes basically like it smells, and it's good. I don't mind that at all. Now, the reposado, okay, so I thought that was interesting. This is actually very interesting because this smells like a toasted marshmallow. And I know that's weird to say, but this is aged in French oak. Now, French oak and American oak, number one, the woods have different properties. Number two, American oak is typically charred on the inside. French oak, they don't char it, they usually toast it. So they give it a very light burn on the inside. So that's probably what's giving it that toasted marshmallow smell. Yeah, it's really interesting. So I'm going to give it a taste. Huh. Okay, that toasted marshmallow smell that I got, it definitely hits you in the tongue, but it's not bad. It's actually really good. I actually really enjoy that. And on top of that, you get some like butterscotchy vanilla notes, which are really good too. The citrusy sweet that you get over here, it's basically gone by the time you get here. But this is good. This is very interesting. So going back to what we were saying about the highland, lowland agave, that blend and that complex depth of flavor, it's good. It's good. I mean, and you know, there's no burn. This is actually a pretty, from the looks of it, from the taste of it, it's actually a pretty good quality tequila. So I have pretty high hopes for the añejo. Now, as far as what I think about the añejo, I think that toasted marshmallow taste that we're getting here, I think it's going to be a lot stronger. Now, keep in mind, this is 11 months, the añejo is going to be 15 months. So 4 more months in the barrel, it's definitely going to pick up a lot more of that flavor. So, I mean, based on what I tasted here, I'm hopeful that it's going to be a pretty good quality tequila, just based on the fact that these are pretty good. I spent $40 on each one of these bottles, which I would say is a very fair price for both of these. So those are my thoughts. The añejo is probably going to be pretty good, and it's going to be different, which makes sense because it fits in pretty well with the culture of Tesla, which their thing is kind of being different, and I like that. So I understand why they went this route. I'm actually pretty excited to try it. I wasn't able to get my hands on a bottle. By the time I got on the website, it was sold out. Like I said, it sold out fast, but I'm really hoping that someone I know in the industry or a friend, hopefully someone got one and is willing to crack it open so we can give it a taste. If that happens, then I will definitely make a video and I'll do a full review of it. All right, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and also hit that notification bell. That'll tell you the next time I upload, and I got some really cool stuff in the works, so you're definitely gonna wanna know about it. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, salud.